Hey, my little angels, come on in, come in. I'm happy to see you. Please come in, make yourselves comfortable. We've got lots of seating now. We've got 4 of the hammocks. There's one over there, one by the door, one on the other side of the couch, one under the window, and one right beside me. And 3 of you will fit comfortably, 4 if you're friendly. And the big rocking chair is here, and I've pulled it out from the wall so you can put the feet up, and 2 of you, and you, okay. And I've put the meditation cushions all out. Please make yourselves comfortable. And of course we have the big old comfy couch. So the back, the sides, the seats, and sit on the floor and rest against it too. Of course. And I have some hardback chairs for those like me that need it. I'm so happy that you're here. So I have made some refreshments for us. For a chilled beverage tonight, we're doing cranberry lemonade. So it's cranberry juice, a splash of OJ, and some lemonade. I have a sugar-free version as well as a version with sugar. And we have some crushed ice, so help yourselves to that. And over here on the hot beverage side, I thought we would do some herbal teas tonight. So we have a hibiscus tea, we have a chamomile tea, and which is that one? And a lemon zinger tea. So we also have all the sweeteners from agave, Splenda, all the way up to brown sugar, white sugar, you name it. And any dairy and non-dairy, vegan as well. Lighteners, help yourselves to those guys. Of course. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Hi, I haven't seen you here before. You're new, right? Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Guys, we have new little angels. Welcome, welcome. So glad that you're here. Please give it a thumbs up. You can share it. Sharing is caring. If you want to silently watch, that's okay. I'm happy to have the company and I appreciate the support. If you're comfortable commenting, please do. We love the comments on this channel. I love to watch all of you interact with each other. I love to interact with all of you. I like to know what you think and you feel and your ideas, your suggestions, all of it. It makes me happy. So please do that. And please hit that subscribe button below. We're so close to 33,000, guys. I can't believe that. So please hit that what's that, sweetie? You never subscribe because you don't know what that means? Oh, okay. All it means, it doesn't cost anything. You're under no obligation. It just means that my videos will show up in your feed more. That's all. And if you recommend to somebody else, it'll show up more in their feed and so on. If you hit the bell, you'll be notified every time I post a video. Okay. Thank you. No, thank you for asking. I'm glad you did. And hello, 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 hello to all my returning little angels. I love you guys so much. Thank you for always being here, for always being supportive, for connecting. Because when we connect, we take this great big world and go and make it smaller. And that's a really good thing, guys. A really, really good thing. So, and please make sure you're still subscribed too, because sometimes when our phones update, we lose subscriptions. Speaking of phones updating, this is my first video on my new phone. So I want to know, let me know in the comments if you see a difference in filming quality, okay? I did learn to do a couple new things, so maybe editing's not far away. Who knows? I did get my nails done, and no, it's not a trick of the lights. These are cat's eye nails. And I went with a raspberry color, and baby Angel went with a bluey purple color. And she said she might come later for another video and show us. But it's really neat. If you haven't seen it done, they put the polish on and then they take a magnet and they put it on the sides and the top to make the cat's eye effect. It's really quite interesting. I know. So, how are you guys doing? I am worn out. I'm telling you that right now. We spent the afternoon setting up my new phone, finding out that it's not working with my Blue Yeti. So I don't know if it's the Blue Yeti or not. I did get some adapters, but I basically have an adapter and an adapter and an adapter, and I think that's what's causing the problem. So I did see on Amazon an inexpensive one that connects the two together. So that'll come tomorrow, and fingers crossed it'll work, because I need the microphone. I need to be able to whisper and do the mic scratching and everything, because I know how much you guys like that. But I am going to film the telepathy testing video today without the whisper. I'll whisper, but it won't be the same as having the mic right there. But we'll see what happens, right? And so we did that. And then we decided to rearrange the studio a bit, just a bit. I've just kind of brightened it up, and I'm going to show you later in another video. Baby Angel and I, and Uncle Angel helped too, a couple. We put some more of the shelving up for the purses, so it looks more clean, more neat, with one purse on each shelf rather than two shoved together and one hanging off the end. So yeah, I like the way it's turned out. I hope you guys do too. So I had a lot of response. I made a video earlier, I think it was my New Year's Eve, I'm not sure, where I said, forget this whole new year, new me crap. I don't buy into that, guys. I'm sorry. You don't need to be new. You want to enhance? Enhance. You have something you'd like to improve upon? Go for it. But you don't gotta be new. No, you don't. I like you just as you are. I think you're pretty freaking amazing, okay? And like I said, I don't do resolutions. I do intentions. And I like to pick out a word. And I know there was a star that came up with this idea, and it's somebody I don't like, but I can't remember who it is. But I really like the idea of it. So my word for this year is health, physical and mental, and the things that I'm going to be doing to work on that. So I've had a lot of comments because a few people now have mentioned that I say, let your past go. So let's call this video, let's quit beating ourselves up. How many of us here, please just raise your hand, be brave. How many of you beat yourself up over past mistakes or where you are in life right now? Okay, I'm the only one. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. We all do it. It's normal. It's human nature. It's what we do, you know? Our past is in the past for a reason. And I always say this about the past. It's a nice place to visit, but you wouldn't want to live there, okay? And I know way too many people that live in the past. And if they don't live in it, they rewrite it. You want to just put a red flag in front of my face? And I have a couple relatives that rewrite the past. And why I can't keep my mouth shut is beyond me. Uncle Angel says it to me all the time. Why don't you just let them think what they think? And my answer is always, because it's wrong. It's wrong. It's none of my business what they think. It's like people who talk behind my back. That's none of my business. What other people's opinion of me is none of my business. Okay? That's really hard for me. Because if somebody said to me, you know what so-and-so said about you? Believe me, the next one is, take a seat and spill the tea. I want to know. But it's really none of my business. My past, I've made a lot of mistakes, you guys. Oh, too many to mention, really. Things I'm not proud of. Things I'm ashamed of even. But I've come to terms with them, and I'll own all of my mistakes. I do. I own them. I made them. I made bad decisions. I hurt people, you know. I find myself all the time talking to my mom and dad in heaven, saying, I get it. I'm sorry. I wish I hadn't said that. I wish I hadn't done that. But I also find myself saying, I get it. I forgive you. I'm letting that go. What you said, how you made me feel, I'm letting it go. I have enough to carry around with these boobs. I don't need to carry anything else, okay? I don't need to carry past guilt. I don't need to carry past hurts. I'm letting them go. I'm letting them go. And I want to show you guys something. Sorry, I didn't mean to shake the camera. Sorry, guys. I bought this, and I wanted to show it to you guys. It's hands. Because I talk about my faith. You guys know that. I'm Catholic. I have a really hard time with this whole be anxious for nothing. Put your worries in God's hands. I'm going to tell you the truth. A couple times, very recently, I have gotten on my knees and I have said, I'm putting this in your hands. I can't hold on to it anymore. I can't deal with it anymore. And within a day, my answers are there. Or the weight is gone from my chest. Or I come up with a solution that may take work, but at least I know I'm working towards something. So when I saw these hands, and I think it's a catch-all thing, I've actually put this downstairs in our hallway on a table. And it's basically, when Uncle Angel comes in from work, he puts his worries in there. If baby Angel's coming home from school, she's going to put her worries in there. I'm going to put my worries in there. We can pick them up later if we need to. If we need to put something in God's hands, we're going to put it in, you know? Yes, it's metaphysical, but still. And yes, I'll probably keep like keys and stuff too, but it's an idea, guys. I just wanted to show that to you. Clunk. We don't need to beat ourselves up, and I know you do. And I'm telling you, guys, sometimes I wish you could see yourselves through my eyes. I wish you could see how amazing you are, how beautiful, how strong, how kind, how sensitive, how smart, how resilient. I know it's hard. I get that. It's hard not to beat ourselves up. And it's hard to look forward when everything looks so freaking scary, you know? There were moments in my life where I could not have imagined where I am right now. Not in a million years. Could I have imagined sitting in this room, in my own house, looking at a camera and talking to you guys? Never. I used to beat myself up. I used to think I was not as good as everybody else, you know? And I read something recently. Man, did it stick with me. It's one of those things. I've told you guys before that I have mantras, right? And things I've heard. One of them came from a Richard Paul Evans book, and it's about forgiveness. And it's about how forgiveness is actually more for you than it is for the person. And the line is, you don't cut the rope to save the anchor. Another mantra I keep close to me, I actually heard from Montel Williams. For those that know, you know. But it was on one of his programs, and he was talking about how you argue and how you disagree with someone. And there's two rules. You have to speak without offending, and then the hard one. You have to listen without defending. Because if someone says something to me and I'm like, no, that's not right, I'm already forming the defense in my head. I'm no longer listening to them. I am no longer taking in what they have to say. I'm forming my own defense. That's not a dialogue at all. So I keep those two very close to my heart. The one I saw recently was, there's always going to be someone who doesn't value you, or someone who doesn't see your worth, or someone who doesn't like you. Don't let it be you. How many of us are guilty of that? You want to raise your hand? How many of us sometimes don't see our own value or our own worth? I do too. It happens, guys. I'm learning. And if I can teach you guys by telling you about a mistake I've made and it saves you making it, my heart is full. My heart is full, guys. If I can save you this much suffering or pain by telling you about stuff I've learned, it's worth it. It's worth it to me. That's all I want. It's one of the reasons I started this channel, to spread positivity, to spread kindness, to end the stigma of mental health, you know, depression, anxiety, all of it, all of it. It's an all-encompassing umbrella. And another one that I've heard very, very recently from Lindy on Southern Lady ASMR. I think it was her last video, actually. But I loved it. I absolutely love it. So it's actually going in my, I keep my mantras written down, and I actually wrote it down too. And it's discipline in private is confidence in public. I need to know that. I needed to hear that day. The reason being, I told you guys I'm having a hard time. I know I've gained weight over the holidays. I don't know how much. I'm still afraid to get on the scale. My Ozempic injection is tomorrow, so I'm going to weigh myself before I do it. And then I'm not going to tell you guys what I weigh. A lady draws a line somewhere, but I am going to tell you how much I've gained, because I know I have. And you know what? I can beat myself up. I can say, screw it. Let's just go down this path. We've gone down it so many times before. Or I can just say, okay, it was a good holiday. Really like that Bouche de Noël. Jump back up on the horse and keep going. Start again. Every single day is a fresh start. But you know what? It's not. Every minute can be a fresh start. You know, I'm not drinking my water the way I should. I was doing really good there for a while, but not so much right now. So you know what? As soon as I'm finished this video, I'm going downstairs and drinking a big glass of water, because I'm starting it now. I'm not waiting till tomorrow. I'm going to start it now, because I'm not going to beat myself up. Now, can you guys say that with me? Can we say it together? I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm worth more than that. I value me. I value who I am. Good. That's good. And if you don't believe it, keep saying it. Fake it till you make it if you have to on this one. Keep saying it to yourself. Write it on a sticky note and stick it on your mirror, so that when you get up in the morning to brush your teeth, you see it. Maybe you don't say it, but maybe the thought sticks in your mind. You know that? Because guys, I think you're incredible. I think you're amazing. I think you're fun. I can see how hard you're trying. I see how much you teach others. Just watching you, they can see how hard you fight and the resilience you have. And it is hard. Life can really be hard, and it can suck sometimes. But not everything. Not 100%. You know, if you're watching this video, we're already ahead of, you know, more than half the world. We have electricity. We have devices. We have time to sit. Sorry guys, I'm a little hoarse. Just watching this video tells me that you are trying to do something for you, that you know how to take care of you, that you know what you need, and you're taking care of it. And you know what? I'm so proud of you. I really am. I know how hard you try. I know how hard you work. I know how much you put in. I'm so very, very proud of you. And I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments. You know, I think you guys are amazing. I really want you to know that, and I want you to see yourselves through my eyes, because I love you, I value you, I honor you, I pray for you, and I'm so very, very glad that each and every one of you was born.